The number one best natural remedy. Bless Yahuwah, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases. Psalm 103 verses 2-3, King James Version. It is both ironic and a sign of the end that the more medical science advances, the more antibiotic resistant the various new strains of diseases become. Healthcare in the future will be very difficult to obtain, especially when people are forbidden to buy and sell unless they agree to receive the mark of the beast. It is extremely important to take the time now to gain knowledge in simple, effective, natural remedies. Yahuwah has provided a remedy in nature for every disease. One of the best, most effective natural cures is readily available all around the world. That is, activated charcoal. The use of charcoal as a medicinal remedy has been documented as far back as 1500 BCE in Egypt. If you hear the words natural remedies and immediately think quacks selling snake oil, you should know that charcoal is still used by doctors for a variety of conditions today in the 21st century. The Poison Control Center of America recommends activated charcoal powder. The United States Food and Drug Administration rates activated charcoal at Category 1 or safe and effective. And the best part is, you can buy it or make it for yourself. Of all the natural remedies available, activated charcoal has the widest range of usefulness and should be known by everyone interested in treating illness naturally. Charcoal absorbs toxins. It is used for treating everything from simple diarrhea to torista, often caused by the E. coli bacterium, to dysentery and cholera. At the same time, activated charcoal is gentle enough that it can be used to safely treat infant diarrhea as well. In fact, it works so well that charcoal can be constipating. So, if used for other purposes, be sure to drink plenty of water when taking it. Charcoal is also used to treat stomach bloating and gas. Because of its ability to bind to toxins, it is frequently the treatment of choice when someone has ingested poison. Every day, hospitals use activated charcoal for detoxifying patients who have suffered overdoses from addictive drugs, aspirin, barbiturates, or morphine. Charcoal is ideal for treating overdoses or poisons because it is not absorbed into the body. Instead, it stays in the digestive tract, binding any chemicals, and passes from the body with the toxins it has absorbed. In fact, its ability to absorb is so effective, charcoal should not be taken within 2 hours of taking prescription drugs. In 1831, a Professor Toury demonstrated how effective activated charcoal is at the French Academy of Medicine. He drank a lethal dose of strychnine and survived. The trick? He combined the poison with activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is also very effective when used externally. It reduces infections, cures insect stings, absorbs snake venom, neutralizes a scorpion sting, and can even be used to treat venomous bites from the world's deadliest spiders. It is truly an effective treatment and one you will want to start learning how to use. Activated charcoal is extremely user-friendly. It is often sold in tablets or capsules, but the most effective way to ingest a lot is simply to stir some into water or juice and drink it. Charcoal is tasteless. Stirred into water, it may be slightly gritty, but there is no taste whatsoever. For external use, simply take a heaping teaspoon of charcoal powder, add enough water to make a moist paste. If desired, ground flaxseed can also be stirred in for a more binding texture. If it is too runny, simply add more charcoal powder. Spread over the affected area. Next, lay a moist paper towel or gauze pad over the charcoal. Finally, wrap plastic wrap over it all. You want to keep the charcoal moist. Once the poultice dries out, it can no longer absorb. You will want to seal the edges of the plastic with medical tape so there is no leaking. Charcoal paste can even be spread on a piece of cloth, applied, and then saved for reuse later. Activated charcoal can be purchased at pharmacies, online, or you can make your own. However, do not use charcoal briquettes. These are not food grade and have been made with fire-starting chemicals. To make your own charcoal, follow these steps. 1. Build a fire outdoors. pack a metal pot with small pieces of very dry wood. Hardwood is best, but any dense plant material such as coconut shells will work too. Cover the pot with a lid that has a vent hole. 2. Cook the pot on an open fire for 3 to 5 hours. Smoke and gas will escape through the vent hole. When no more smoke or gas appears to pass from the vent hole, your wood is done. 3. When the charcoal in the pot is completely cool, which may be the next day, transfer it to a clean container. Rinse with clean water to remove any debris or ash. You do not want ash. 4. Using a mortar and pestle or a tenderizing mallet, grind your charcoal into a fine powder. 5. Allow the charcoal powder to completely air dry. This may take up to 24 hours. Do not start the activation process until the charcoal is totally dry. Non-activated charcoal may be used externally for water purification or any number of uses. To activate it for internal use requires a few extra steps. 1. Using a 1:3 ratio, combine calcium chloride with water. Be careful, the solution is going to get very hot. You will need enough solution to completely cover the charcoal. Calcium chloride can be purchased at most hardware stores. If you cannot obtain any, you can substitute 310 milliliters of lemon juice instead of the calcium chloride. 2. Using a glass or stainless steel bowl, stir the calcium chloride solution into the charcoal powder a little at a time. Once the mixture reaches the consistency of a paste, do not add any more liquid. 3. Cover the bowl and let it sit undisturbed for 24 hours. Afterward, drain as much of the remaining liquid from the bowl as possible. The charcoal should be wet but not completely saturated. 4. Put the wet charcoal in a metal pot. You will need to cook it for 3 hours at a temperature hot enough to boil water. After 3 hours, the charcoal will be activated and ready for use. Activated charcoal is one of the most important and useful remedies available. The poorest beggar on earth can make his own, while it can save the life of the richest billionaire. Do your own research. Start learning the many ways to use this wonderful resource. In the future, your life or the life of a loved one may depend on it.